This is a favorite session because it's where we recognize our 2020 National Youth of the Year and A.C.E Award winners. The first Legacy of the Year award will also be presented. Following these presentations, a live auction and Bid from the Heart opportunity will be conducted to support important programs, including the Youth, A.C.E, and Legacy Awards. Special thanks to our expert judges who read each entry and selected the outstanding award recipients. Presenting the 2020 National A.C.E Award winner, Laura Gail Johnson. Sponsored by the Exchange Club of Lima, Ohio, and the Ohio West Virginia District Exchange Clubs.
Hi, my name is Laura Gail Johnson. I go by Gail. I'd like to start by saying thank you to the Exchange Club for recognizing my accomplishments. I am deeply humbled to accept this award. I recently graduated from Baleigh High School. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Bethel, Ohio, but I've been in foster care for the past 2 years in Lima, Ohio. I have a full-time job at Myers in the produce department. I saved up enough money to buy a car and I'm working on getting my license, but due to COVID, it's kind of hard right now. I enjoy spending time with my foster mom and boyfriend. I have a guinea pig as well. She's like a support dog with less work. One of the other things I enjoy is listening to music. It helps me deal with tough times. The next phase of my life, I plan to go to Ohio State University Lima campus to study social work. I was asked to read my essay. Looking back, I never realized the trauma I went through. Both of my parents and the majority of my family were addicted. My mom and dad had shared parenting, but it was almost like picking if I wanted to be physically abused or sexually abused. By the time I was 13, I was addicted to heroin and meth. I felt drugs took my pain away. My mother didn't want me anymore, so I bounced between homes. When I was 14, I overdosed and had to go back to treatment. But after a couple of days I left. I ended up getting arrested and had to go back. I was in and out of jail and treatment until I turned 15, and my life took a turn for the worst. I lost my dad to an overdose. My mother had a brain aneurysm 3 months later, so I became homeless. I did everything I could to get drugs. I even lost my morals. My mother had gotten out of the hospital a couple months later, and once again, she didn't want me. I got arrested a few days after she was out. They put me in another treatment facility, and when I was released, I was put into foster care for the second time, but this time it saved my life. My next essay is why I want to be a social worker. There are so many children in the world who live in poor environments with no one to guide them. I would like to be a social worker. Growing up, I never had anyone to look up to, but I had people I knew I didn't want to be like. Unfortunately, being surrounded by those people, I eventually became who I swore I wouldn't. If I would have been placed into foster care sooner, maybe I could have had the chance to avoid some of the trauma I went through. I prayed to God some nights that someone would save me. I was finally saved and able to turn my life around. My first caseworker made me feel as though I fell through the cracks and showed me how to be a better social worker. I plan to go to college and major in social work so I can make a difference for someone who's been through what I have. My last essay is about my biggest accomplishment. Making the honor roll may not seem like a big deal to some people, but to me, it's a great achievement. I've been between being homeless and addicted to drugs and having truancy charges to being on honor roll. Many people never believed I would graduate, But here I am. I've proven everyone wrong. I push myself every day to become a better person. When I first got to Elida, I only had a few credits, but I worked hard and got cut up. I struggled at first because I hadn't been to a real school in almost 2 years. Going into my junior year, I was in sophomore classes and I was doing my junior work online. By the time senior year came, I was caught up and able to be in the classes I was supposed to be in. I kept faith in myself that I could achieve anything I put my mind to. My hard work and dedication has paid off. I keep working every day to prove people wrong and to make a better future to myself. Thank you again, the Exchange Club.
Presenting the 2020 National Youth of the Year Award winner, Victoria Orcutt. Sponsored by the Exchange Club of Emerald Coast, Florida, and the Florida District Exchange Clubs.
Hello, I'm Heisman Rodriguez, and on behalf of all of us from the Florida District, congratulations to our 2020 National Youth of the Year Award winner, Victoria Orcutt. Congratulations. Thank you for making Florida proud. Good luck in the future.
Hi, my name is Tori Orcutt and I'm from Fort Walton Beach, Florida. I am so blessed to have been selected as the National Youth of the Year for this year. In less than a week, I'll be heading off to the University of Kentucky to participate in the swimming and Air Force ROTC programs. I hope to do my best in academics, athletics, and community service, even despite the craziness of COVID. After undergrad, I would like to go to law school and then I will serve my country in the United States Air Force. Now, I'd like to take this time to thank a lot of people and organizations that helped me get to where I am today. Especially, I'd like to thank the local exchange club in my area, and specifically Mr. Givens, who is the president. They were so supportive and always believed in me, and they helped me get through the state and national levels. Now, I'd also like to thank the state and national exchange clubs for being so amazing and reaching out to me and then selecting me for these awards. I really, really appreciate it, and it's going to help me in the next level. Now, I wouldn't be here today without my family. I'd love to thank my parents and my siblings for molding my character and helping me grow. Now especially, I'd like to thank my coaches, my teachers, and every single person at Fort Walton Beach High School and in my community, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them. I'm Tori Orcutt, and thanks for listening.
Hi, it's Tori. On my Exchange Club scholarship application, it said the candidate should select the award/achievement that he or she considers to be the most outstanding, then write a paragraph describing the award or accomplishment and what it means to him or her. So I said, Albert Einstein once said, "Strive not to be of success, but rather to be of value." Growing up, my parents taught me this important lesson to value character over success. Raised in a military family, I witnessed the power of unwavering character in the wake of the unknown. I strive to emulate my parents' example of selflessness, passion for service, and the pursuit of excellence. Following in their footsteps inspires me to give my best in my academics, athletics, and community service endeavors. As a student with a 4.75 GPA and an athlete who represented Team USA in international competition, I am most proud of giving 1,200 hours of community service. I feel blessed to have been awarded the National High School Heisman. This award recognizes student athletes with a passion for service who are changing their communities. Being selected from over 20,000 applicants as the female winner of this prestigious award was humbling. Lifting the clear trophy at the ceremony, I hope to be as transparent as the award so that everyone could see through me to the countless individuals who mentored and supported my dreams. This award symbolizes individuals of value, and I am honored to have been chosen. Hi, it's Tori. For my Youth of the Year application, the long essay question was, how do you intend to serve as an example now and in the future of a responsible American citizen? My response was this. Our founding father, Thomas Jefferson, wrote, "The price of freedom is eternal vigilance." As citizens, we must reflect upon the past and our founding principles in order to prepare for the future. My past is rooted in a military family, which allowed me to witness firsthand the unrivaled importance of strong character regardless of circumstance. My parents gave me perfect examples of selfless service and a strong moral foundation. I strive to emulate them by developing these qualities in my own character. Witnessing their examples of being eternally vigilant to protect our freedom molded me into a responsible American citizen. As we packed our lives into boxes to follow the path of service, I moved around the globe 17 times. Through the challenge of frequent moves and travels around the world, I've been blessed to see the brilliant diversity spread like stars that George H.W. Bush noted. I developed a global perspective from living in different nations. This experience motivated me to serve as an example of a responsible American citizen by leading and serving others to help make our communities better. Although I am blessed to have given over 1,200 hours of community service, I am most passionate about military family support, hunger relief, and suicide prevention. These programs all hold a special place in my heart. However, closest to home is planning and hosting events for military families with a deployed parent. My father deployed to combat in the Middle East 2 of the past 7 years, which added stress to an already tough situation. Going through several military deployments gave me a unique understanding of how deployments affect military families, especially during the holidays. Wanting to make the holidays more fun for kids whose parents were deployed, I partnered with the Hurlburt Field Airmen and Family Readiness Center to host a breakfast with Santa and later a holiday dinner. We planned holiday crafts, gathered supplies, set up stations, and helped kids make crafts. Dressed as elves, we helped serve food and dance with the kids while their parents relaxed. It made my day to see the kids' eyes sparkle with joy instead of reflecting the sadness of missing their parent. It was also rewarding to see that we were giving their parents time to relax and enjoy themselves. My dad was deployed when we hosted these events, and it allowed me to do my part to support other military families. Growing up in a military community inspired me to emulate those who serve others by looking for unmet needs and volunteering to help solve these problems. The second area that I am deeply involved in is working to serve the unmet need of hunger relief in our community. During my time in Oklahoma, I noticed that there was a substantial need for food for both students and families in economically weak areas. In my school, I was an active member of the Horns Against Hunger Club. We not only collected food and delivered it to local food banks, but we also ran our school's food bank to meet the needs of some of our students and families. I also had the opportunity to serve as a student ambassador when visited the Capitol to advocate for a bill to assist students in need of meals. I've been very fortunate to not worry about having enough food, therefore I want to make sure that no one in our community, especially children, struggle with hunger. The third and most personal area that I devote my time to is suicide prevention and mental health awareness. 2 years ago, I moved to a new high school in Oklahoma. As I fought to stay afloat in the crashing waves of a new environment, my close friends back in Florida started slipping beneath the surface. A few months after I relocated, someone very dear to me attempted to take his life, and another teammate was successful. I felt powerless as I was unable to help either of them in the darkest parts of their lives. Being in Oklahoma, I couldn't even reach out to my friends who were reeling in pain from the loss. It seemed inconceivable that someone so young could feel such despair and take such drastic action. The hardest part was trying to understand that these individuals who seemed so content with their lives were in reality hiding their pain behind a mask of normalcy. Another individual who exemplified this trend, Robin Williams, brought an unrivaled amount of happiness to the world while suffering unbeknownst to those around him. He explained that Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, but to those who have plunged into the darkest moments of their lives, that final solution appears to be the only path remaining. This moment of helplessness in my life drove me to search for a way to help others. I created the Vikings Take 5 to Save Lives annual suicide prevention and mental health awareness program, with activities each day of Suicide Prevention Week. Leading a team of 50 volunteers, we directly reached over 2,100 students and faculty with our daily events. From positive notes, informative posters and flyers, to a hand-painting event and pep rally presentations, we filled each day of National Suicide Prevention Week with activities to raise awareness and create a more positive culture. The program culminated with a Community Mile for Mental Health color run. A local news station broadcast combined with social media outreach and an article in the area paper spread our impact to a wider community of Northwest Florida. It was amazing to see my vision grow beyond my high school into such a huge, impactful community program. As my dream to make a change came to fruition, I was overwhelmed with joy and positively affecting my community. As a result of this experience, I had an epiphany as to how drastic an impact we make on others by our own actions. From that pivotal moment forward, I focused every day on how I can leave a beneficial mark on my peers and my community, because one cannot possibly understand the impact they have on others. One individual who made a substantial impact on the world, Martin Luther King Jr., explained that whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly, and I have chosen to live my life in pursuit of affecting others positively. Maya Angelou advised that diversity makes for a rich tapestry, and we must all understand that all the threads of that tapestry are equal in value no matter what their color. My life experiences and my involvement in community service has mirrored that advice as I strive to serve various groups. Through my service in diverse groups, I've learned the meaning behind the Exchange Club motto, Unity for Service, because our differences disappear as we strive for common goals. The accumulation of my experience via my upbringing in a military family and my passion for serving others has molded me into the individual I am today. Thus, I intend to serve as an example of a responsible American citizen who values core principles and strives to stay eternally vigilant by actively serving others now and in the future. Thank you.
Presenting the 2020 Legacy of the Year Award winner, Baleigh Childress, sponsored by the Exchange Club of Mooresville, Lake Norman, North Carolina, and the North Carolina District Exchange Clubs.
I'm most proud of my involvement with my community. I've dedicated over 300 hours of community service throughout my high school career. Of these hours, 100 of them were earned during my senior year of high school. I was awarded the Gold Level President's Volunteer Service Award for completing over 100 hours during my sophomore year. As I further my education at Lenore University, I will continue to devote my time towards serving my community. I hope that in the future my small actions that I take serve those around me and will impact the world by showing how one person can make a difference. Lenore University offers a variety of clubs and services which I can participate in. Lenore University is not only my dream school, but also the school that my father attended. My father has been a police officer for 24 years and a member of the Exchange Club for around 10. In my fall semester of my senior year, my father was demoted in his job due to unpreventable circumstances. This led to a $30,000 pay decrease in his salary. In the spring of my semester of my senior year, my father was diagnosed with kidney cancer. He'll be having surgery a week after I graduate high school. Due to both of these unfortunate circumstances, finding the funds to pay for college education was quite challenging. I have applied for many scholarships to try and do my part and responsibility to pay for my college. However, finding the funds are not easy. There are many words I can use to describe my father, such as brave, compassionate, hardworking, dedicated, or loving. However, I feel the word that best describes him is courageous. He puts his life on the line every day when he goes to work knowing he has a family at home. His fearlessness and bravery does not go unnoticed, and everyone who knows him will testify that he's an everyday hero. In the future, I want to be able to support my parents as they grow older and support myself with a career I am both passionate about and love. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Archie Hobbs. I'm the president of the North Carolina District Exchange Clubs. On behalf of all of us in North Carolina District, congratulations to our 2020 National Legacy Award winner, Baleigh Childress. Congratulations.
On behalf of all of us here at the Exchange Club of Mooresville Lake Norman, I would like to congratulate the very first National Legacy Award winner, Miss Baleigh Childress. Baleigh, we are so proud of you. We've watched you grow into such a wonderful, beautiful young woman with a huge heart for service. That is evident in all that you've done. You've been a member of the Excel Club throughout high school and served on the board. You've had over 300 hours of community service, and your senior project, helping women and children suffering from domestic violence, says so much about your character. We know your future is so bright, and we're just so happy and so proud of you. You deserve this scholarship, and we can't wait to hear what you do in college. Good luck at Lenore. Good luck in lacrosse, and know that we are all here cheering you on.
Hi, my name is Baleigh Childress, and I'm from Mooresville, North Carolina. I will be attending Lenore University in the fall, and I will be majoring in graphic design. While in high school, I completed over 300 hours of community service. I want to make a positive impact on the people in the world around me by serving my community and showing that the smallest acts of kindness can make a difference in the world. I want to thank the National Exchange Club for the Legacy of the Year Award, and I want to thank the Mooresville Lake Norman Exchange Club and the Pine Lake Preparatory Excel Club for the opportunity to dedicate my time to my community. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents for all of their support, especially my dad for being the legacy he is. Thank you.